Hello everyone, Simudad back here again on the owner-operated debt-free explorer series. Hope you're all well. This is job number 89. We are somewhere slightly different to where we finished on the last episode. So we ended up on the last job, Surrey, BC, British Columbia. And that was an AH-1 Super Cobra pay on that was around $8,400 if I remember correctly. We got some info about a job that was in Havre, Montana, which is not Surrey, British Columbia. And this job is paying $21,000, and that is a AH-1 Super Cobra again. So it was too good to pass up. $21,000 for the pay. It is a hefty old run at 2,400 miles. But yeah, it was too good to pass up. They said that if you can get down there, then we've got it for you. So I bobtailed all the way down. It was a circa 600-mile drive. Yeah, here we are in Havre, Montana, heading down to Zacatecas in Mexico. So without much further ado, we're all hooked up. Let's get going. So yeah, I hope you are all well. Hope you're enjoying the series, the job so far. We are cruising along nicely. Got a couple of good runs, jobs-wise, sort of pay-wise. It does seem like the money at the moment seems to be in the AH-1 Super Cobra jobs.
In 400 meters, turn left. Turn left.
But yeah, it's in this game you got to get it while it's going good, right? Yeah, 21,000, and I knew sort of did anticipate that this was gonna happen. Yeah, I did sort of anticipate this could happen, because it's happened the other times when we've been up this sort of end. We've ended up with a big job offer. But yeah, all the original plan had been to stay up in British Columbia for a little while, explore around up there, because every time we end up there, we end up with a game update which takes us away from there. But the allure of a $21,000 job is too great to pass up.
Continue straight.
Yeah, it's a hefty drive. But it will put us at I'm expecting to have to fill up probably twice. One quite soon actually, but yeah, after the fill-ups, it's probably going to put us around 30. Let me think. Probably around the £34,000 mark. So yeah, it's that'll cover us for repairs and some parts upgrades and stuff like that.
Continue straight.
So yeah, like I said, in this game you just gotta take the good money while you can. While the getting's good, you just gotta take it. I'll speed up a little bit.
Continue straight.
Yeah, we in terms of episodes wise or jobs or length wise, I think this is going to be banking on it being a 4-part job, just because of the length of miles. You know, that works out being about 600 miles per part of the job, so sounds about right. It's probably realistically looking at a 3-hour plus real life drive, I think. Well, maybe about somewhere about 2 hours 45, 3 hours. So, you know, it's fair to expect that to be 4 jobs, 4 episodes rather. But yeah, I've got some, I don't say too much because I'm still working on them, but I've got some stuff coming for the channel, I reckon. Some sort of guides and stuff like that, so I've been working on some ideas for those, so hopefully if it all pans out well, they'll start coming out in the next couple of weeks, sorry. Just got to cruise along. We've really the last job we did was 2-part. I feel like, touch wood, we sort of got the hang of the ice and snow. Obviously, what's interesting is, and I did test it to see that it does work. Obviously, we're going down to Mexico. To my knowledge, as best as I know, and to what I think, I don't think that Mexico gets snow. I think it's too warm down there for snow. So that does mean that we're gonna have to spend some time where we take the snow mod off and reload the game. Now, I have tested it. We are gonna pull in here. What's the pull in is the question. Pretty sure we just went through the exit only. What we'll do is just swing around. Don't need the rest. Swing it around.
Make a U-turn. Let's keep our enemies guessing.
So yeah, we will have to cut the episode at some point. $3.01 a gallon down here. Let's fill it up. Yeah, so probably not this episode or this part of the job, but we will have to cut in one of the episodes so that we can take that mod off. So that was $501 and 166 gallons. Yeah, we'll have to cut the episode, load out to the menu, take that mod off, and then load back in, and then we can carry on our drive through Mexico then. Like I said, I have tested it, and it doesn't... I certainly didn't when I tested it. Oh. I didn't cancel the job or anything like that, which is what we were concerned about. This guy go. So yeah, we'll do that.
In 400 meters, turn right. Turn right.
Take the right down here. Let's go.
Continue straight.
Yeah, I've been the last couple of days been watching some IRL trucking vlogs, mainly American style trucks. A chap called Dawson Fowler. Looks like he's based up out of or around Alaska. Does quite a lot of runs up into Alaska, which is real snowy and icy. I think the when I watched him the other day, he was hauling doubles, flatbeds, the back part of the rig had like a container on it, and on that episode it was got to minus 36 Fahrenheit, which for us British folk was about minus 38.5 Celsius. So cold that the truck was actually somewhat resemblant of a steam train going down the road. The amount of white smoke that it was putting, like white cold smoke that it was putting out of the stacks, it was absolutely ridiculous. Just can't fathom that in my mind, like driving through minus 38 degrees weather. So it was so cold he was struggling to keep his engine at a temperature that he wanted. And he showed the gauge. So like on my car I've got the gauge in the middle, and then I think like the ideal temperature bit sits at like 90, I think. Which I assume is 90 Celsius. And his was like way under that. So yeah, I just couldn't fathom in my brain being able to drive in that kind of like freezing cold temperature. Whoa. Just like to come cruising out the outside and then just slam on. And then I was watching a video the other day. A guy called Freebeard Gaming, and he does a lot of trucking content, and and he runs a 359 truck on the game. I mean, he runs many trucks, but this video that I was watching the other day, he was running a 359 with a 6.4 Spicer set up with the twin sticks. And he actually had the twin sticks there driving himself. And I was just like, I was really like quite impressed actually, because it was quite cool. And then I went off and watched some videos about. Whoa, man! Shit! Absolutely zero chance there. There's trucks, the cars just driving on the wrong side of the road, and there's going to be some clips out of this episode, I can tell you that already. We're only 200 miles into the job. It's going to be a long old drive down to Mexico, boys. Be pleased to get the snow off this. And maybe after this job we might just run the autumn winter weather for a few jobs. Turn the ice off. I do like it, and you guys seem to enjoy it, certainly. Quite a lot of feedback about it. But yeah, that's what I was saying. This guy, Freebird Gaming, I'll put a link down there if you want to check him out. He seems like a cool dude. And yeah, he was set up custom coded his own transmission file. So you could run a 6.4 Spicer with a 2-stick setup. And then I was watching his tutorial of how he set it up. It was really cool, and then I was watching a real life video of a guy with a 359 with a 6.4 Spicer in it, a transmission, with a 2-stick shift. And he was talking through how he stick shifts it. And I was like, yeah man, this is cool, and I think that'd be, real sweet way of running the game, and you'd constantly have to think about your switches up and everything like that.
Continue straight.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of work to get it set up. I'm sure it's one of them things, like once you've got it set up and running sweet, and it's, like I do now, just copy the controls files between profiles. Excuse me. Yeah, once it's set up, I'm sure it's fine, but it's getting it set up and working, so maybe that'll be something to come down the line. But like if you had that kind of setup, you'd want to have some kind of camera system in place anyway, so that you could see it. Like I said, I'll link it in the description below, so you can go and check out the video. Like in the bottom, looks like the bottom right. He had like a live camera angle of him shifting. It just looked pretty cool. Yeah, it's one of them ones, like, because there's a fair few things I want to get for my setup this year, if possible, if I can sort of scrape enough money by with family stuff, that I can do it. And it's not like it's going to cost a lot of money to get another shifter. But it's really not like a priority. Because also there is the possibility that I might not even like it once I've got it set up. I mean, I do have another shifter. I've got the Logitech
Continue straight.
Got the Logitech shifter, as well as the AliExpress shifter that I use. So I could, in theory, set it up now, but I like to try it. But the problem I've got with that is Logitech shifter needs the old school style of connectors, almost like a VGA type connector. And that was underneath the Logitech wheel that I had. If it was USB, then I'd just plug it in and try it, but it's not USB. You need that special kind of connector.
Turn right.
Or to have the Logitech wheel plugged in all the time. I don't really want to do that. Yeah, like I said, I will leave the links in the descriptions for both those channels that I just talked about. You can check them out if you want. Fascinating watch. And then yeah, just got into watching videos of people like restoring trucks and stuff. And then my old mate Lin Yuan sent me a video or a channel, link to a channel, a guy in New Zealand running a Kenworth K100. So I got some of those videos to watch. So I was doing some of the Winter Wonderland jobs in the K100. It was pretty sweet, to be honest.
Keep left.
Oh, we got some police activity up here. But no sooner do I turn my brights on. I actually don't think it's police activity, I think it's a motel. Yeah, as soon as I turn the brights on, some other truck or something's coming around the corner. Let me know in the comments down below if you are experienced in trucking. There was a mod that someone was running on one of the videos I was watching, an ATS video, and he had snow chains mod. So the back, you could put snow chains on the back wheels or back tires, and he was doing a little test. It might even be, now thinking about it, it might even be Freebird Gaming's channel that he was doing that. But yeah, he was doing a little test on the Winter Wonderland snow, and I think the verdict just generally was that
keep right, and then turn right.
It was better with the snow chains. And that sort of got me to thinking, because I'm sort of was struggling a little bit with the
turn right.
With the extended braking distances and stuff. Pretty sure that was a stop sign that I just ran. But I just feel like they wouldn't just run snow chains all the time in icy weather. I feel like that's only probably for proper snowy weather where the road's covered in snow. So yeah, if you've got any experience with running snow chains on your truck, if you are a trucker, then let me know down below what is usual.
Continue straight.
Alrighty. It was my daughter's birthday this week. 6. Had a lovely time, went out for some food. Going out, taking her out for breakfast on Saturday as well. There's like a breakfast buffet restaurant place that she likes to go sometimes. I haven't been for a little while, so she asked if she could go for her birthday. Unfortunately, her birthday was on a school day, so couldn't do it in the morning of a school day, but said I would take her on a weekend instead. So yeah, it's been a nice week. It's always an odd one when it's kids' birthdays because it makes you sort of really realise how quick the time goes. And how, like, before you know it, not to get all, like, philosophical and that, but
Continue straight.
how before you know it, the kids will be grown and gone. Starting their own lives, starting their own families, studying, college, jobs, whatever it may well be. So, sort of trying to
Keep left. And pin. Turn left.
make the most of it while we can.
Turn left.
Alrighty, that's nearly 400 miles down. Or well, 300 or so. Cruising along nicely. Like I said, we're aiming roughly for about 600 miles per part of the job. This is roughly what I think will be, give or take, a decent episode length. Like I said, I don't know if I've asked the question before, but generally, generally I like to keep the whole episode together. Well, not together, but I like to keep the whole episode whole job in footage. I will learn how to speak one of these days. Yeah, generally like to show the whole job if I can. There are cuts and stuff for taking thumbnails and stuff, but let me know what you think in the comments below about on these long jobs, about like cutting out the middle portion, or like time lapse in the middle portion or something. Not that generally I make a habit of doing the long jobs, but like I said, if they come up and they're paying 20 grand on the GDC profile, it's really difficult to want to turn that down in favour of something less, in favour of something that's not as long. But I don't actually know off the top of my head what or how much more we need financially to get the truck to the point where I want it to be.
Keep left. And pin. Turn left.
You know, it may well be that once we've done this job and we're sitting on
Turn left.
30 odd thousand, may well be when we get it back to the shop that's enough. We are sitting on probably 3 or 4 grand worth of repairs as well from all the crashes that we've been having. So that's going to dent us a little bit there because we may as well get that. But again, if we're going to be replacing parts, then it may well be that we don't actually need to pay as much repairs. Because if we're replacing with new parts, then it may take our repair bill down a little bit. But we'll have to see when it comes to it. get down to Mexico that the majority of that is going to be the
Keep right.
daytime.
And
Just
then
because it's
exit
quite
right.
thin.
Exit right.
Because I've been watching that fella Dawson doing his trucks up in Alaska. What it seemed like he was doing with his slowing down, because he was driving on roads much similar to these. It seemed like he was doing Jake breaking it up, but also at the same time he was shifting down the gears to sort of speed up the slowing down. That makes sense. I know that's complete opposites, but speed up the rate at which the truck was slowing down. So I just sort of was testing that out a little bit then. It seemed to be reasonably effective. Yeah, we've got another 4 hours driving. So we get to the truck stop. We'll do in a sec when it's safe to do so. Get ourselves on a reasonably straight bit of road. We'll get the map open, and then we'll pick ourselves a sleep spot. So 420. Get around this corner. We're cruising down the 90. Get ourselves on a straight bit, which is here. Get the map up. So we are 4 hours. So we want to get ourselves lined up so we know where we're going to stop. That's 316. Or 13. I think that one's probably pushing our luck. I think, based on the fact that we're not doing the speed limit either, we'll go for there. It's 318 away.
An elite team has been assembled to guide your mission.
Gives us
Let's get started.
This is a reasonable buffer of time as well. And that should clear us down. I think so, about 1,800 miles left. Cheers, cruise, a little beast. Yeah, like I said, financially wise, I don't really know how much we've got left in the truck to do. Like, what's the figure we need to have in hand to get all of the final bits changed? It may well be that by the time we've done this job and then got another job, the one thing, what I should have said back in the beginning, I've taken this job now, I've sold out, if you like, to take the big money rather than exploring the sights of Canada. One thing I am not going to be doing is getting stuck in Mexico. I'm going to get down to Zacatecas, drop off the load, and then we're going to get back north of the border, back into the States. Because as much as I want to drive all the roads and everything like that, it's a lot of different road types down there. It's not great. There's a lot of off-roading, a lot of quarries, a lot of roads that haven't really got a lot of road markings or anything like that, so it's really not going to be, or the plan at least is really not going to be getting stuck in Mexico for like 10 episodes like we did last time. The plan is firmly to drop this load, get paid, hope there's another good paying job down there. You know, if there's like another 12 to 1500 mile job down there coming to north of the border that pays reasonably well, like 5-6 grand or something, that would be perfect. But otherwise I'll just take any old job to get back north of the border regardless of pay. And then if that fails, if it does transpire that there are no jobs coming north of the border, we'll just bobtail it back to the first point, the first city that's inside the States, and get a job from there. Like, I think from what I could work it out, I think we were only around 200 or 300 miles into Mexico. Maybe a little bit more, I can't quite remember. But either way, if push comes to the shove, and there are no jobs that go north of the border, like, it's highly unlikely, I think. But if that is the case, then we will we'll push on, bobtail back, and then we'll land in the first, we'll rock up in the first city that we find, and then just get a job from there. Got a bypass. To laugh because Mr. Farquhar said he's never heard anyone celebrate a triple bypass before. Two triple bypasses in the last 2 episodes, which I was quite pleased about, as you could probably hear in the video. Cruising along nicely, approaching 1900 miles left. So I haven't done a real long one for a long time. Always seems to be the way though, to be honest. We end up doing these like multi-part jobs. And then we end up doing a couple of them back to back. So we end up with you know, like 10 episodes that are, there's only like 2 or 3 jobs. That's just the way it is sometimes. Like I said, you've gotta take these jobs when you can get them. They don't come up that often. Maybe shouldn't have gone from 8 load to 6 load, but does the job of slowing it down, speeding up the rate of slowdown, which is good to know. I think the guy I've been watching does it in a much more controlled way. You know, like goes from 8 low to 7 high or 7 low. There's not so much stress on the engine. Got a little broken down vehicle here. Unlucky, my friend. Broken down bus, actually. Unlucky, my buddy. That's hard on being a professional driver. Faced with maintenance issues. Reminds me of my son went to a school trip in Belgium last year, and one of the days got cancelled because his bus broke down. So they're all the way in Belgium, and the bus is broke.
right. And pin, exit right. Exit right.
Definitely seems like a more effective way of slowing down quickly on this icy than just jamming on the brakes. So yeah, we'll keep an eye on that. It's just whether I remember to do it in an emergency situation or not. Just coming on the 25 now. 5 southbound. Got a police presence up ahead. For a traffic stop, or are we on for a diversion? Hopefully a traffic stop. I think we're good, just a little traffic stop. We go dazzling other road users with our lights. Alrighty, we've got 1866 left to go. Not sure what Mexico wants with an AH Super Cobra anyway, but that's what they're asked for. That's what they're gonna get. I'm just a driver, man. I just do what I'm told. Just hit the brights on for a sec. Roll. Just rolling up on the rest stop now. So it worked out somewhat well. Like I said, it was on. It was
Keep right. And pin, exit right. Exit right.
We're getting tired. Just find a parking spot to rest. That's what my goal is. My plan is. See, just shifting down through the gears.
Turn right.
Jake brake and normal brake. Just cut the
Turn right.
brake time massively in half.
Turn right.
Alright, just pulling into the rest area. First rest stop of the trip. It's about 600 miles down, just a little bit under. So we did already have some sleep on our rest requirements on our rest stop timer. We where are we gonna be? Let's click the trailer. So we're going to pull it in here and we're going to rest there. But yeah, that's going to do us for this episode, guys. We are going to rest here. We'll pick up in the next episode exactly from this spot. Until then, guys, if you have enjoyed, hit the like button, subscribe if you're not already. We'll catch you in the next episode. Take care.